there, everybody. Jason here from the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast, coming at you with a brand new Unbox with Me video today. We're going to unbox a toy. We're going to unbox our feelings. We're going to talk about life, everything in between. How's it going? Whew, it's the weekend. Saturday, April 19th. We made it. We just had our breakfast, about a bowl of cereal as we watched our Saturday morning cartoons like we do every Saturday. At least we used to. Miss those days. And here we are, just getting by on a Saturday. Yeah, before we get going, I definitely want to let y'all know about becoming a core member. If you like the podcast, you want to help support the show. Now my head's a big shield. You can become a part of the Cracktastic organization of retro plastic specialists, the core, the CORPS. Excuse me, the core. You just go to enlistinthecore.com. That's our Patreon over there. There's different tiers, different exclusive perks, like bonus episodes just for core members. You get early access to some videos. You get shout outs on the show. All sorts of good things. You get to be in an exclusive chat with Elgin, I, and the other core members. That's pretty cool. That's fun. And that's our Patreon. And if you're more of a YouTube person, you can join the core by hitting that join button down there. You can enlist in the core by hitting that join button down there. Same perks, same prices, just a couple bucks a month. And on YouTube, you get even more perks, like your name gets to be a different color in the chat. You get a little badge next to your name. It changes colors however long you've been a member. And you get access to exclusive emojis. It's so cool. But yeah, if you want to help out, that would be how you do it. Pretty easy. We love building up this community. So we're going to unbox a toy today. If you want to join me today or anytime, in the description below, there's a way to get a hold of me. I'll send you a link to be on the show. I'll just scoot over, whichever way, and you can pop on here and we can unbox toys together. Lots of fun when it happens. If it doesn't, it's fine too, because I got lots of toys to unbox and it's going to happen. So this is just a fun way to do it. Like Elgin would say, it's for the content. It's for the content. You can't just open toys on your own anymore. Not necessarily true, but it's more fun when the camera's rolling, right? So, yeah. Today's toy I am very excited about. And I can't wait to tell you about it. But first, last week's episode of the podcast was about alligators. I know, super cool, right? Elgin and I showed off a bunch of alligator toys we had and talked about some more. You can see that. You can watch those podcast episodes on YouTube, even on Spotify too, and or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Next week's episode is going to be awesome. It's one that I've been hoping for a long time, and it came up because of a core member, Bill Fisher, just in our chat was like, "Hey, what about this?" And we're like, "Yeah, let's do that." It's that easy. You can help steer the show if you're a core member. It's not like we've done 115 episodes all on different topics and we need ideas or anything. We got a giant list, but every little bit helps. Yeah, that's what I know. All right. Yeah. So, I didn't even say it, or did I say it? Oh, it's an episode. Waking up. This coming Monday's episode, because it's live every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, here on YouTube, the podcast. We're going to be talking about toys with facial hair. I know. How cool is that, right? it's it's especially cool because, as you see, I'm surrounded by robots, and there are some robots that have facial hair, and you're like, "What? How does it ha" Well, it's true, and I can't wait to show those off to you, and all the other toys. There's some crazy toys with crazy facial hair out there that's, fun. Just a weird, dumb subject matter to talk about toys. So that's Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, here on YouTube. Um, so Transformers, we got a new toy line this spring, called Age of the Primes. We finally moved away from the Legacy trilogy. It was War for Cybertron before that. Then it went to Legacy for 3 different waves, and now we're on to Age of the Primes. And it's really exciting because it seems like it was actually well timed by Hasbro, to kind of piggyback off of the Transformers 1 movie, which was fantastic. Um, Yesterday we opened Sentinel Prime, the Studio Series one. Anyway, the movie's great, but in the movie, it's not a spoiler, but they talk about and recognize the original 13 primes and, kind of hinted at that storyline, which I'm not personally super familiar with. I think that really came about more in comic books that I haven't read through yet, although the compendiums are coming out soon. Um, I believe June, the first 40 book is coming out. That's exciting. And then later in the fall, the second half, plus bunches of other short run things. Super excited for those, and I will read them. But so Age of the Primes, the brand new toy line just came out, and as it may suggest, not only are they kind of continuing with the legacy style as far as um, hodgepodge of we'll just pick random characters from other toy lines, like they released an Armada Red Alert, and you're like, well, what? What does that have to do with? They're kind of trying to tie it in a lineage kind of way, where like all the Transformers can be traced back to one of these 13 primes. Again, I haven't followed that very well yet or gotten into it super deep, but that's what they've alluded to. But it also seems like, well, maybe a bunch of toys they worked up for Legacy didn't make it out in time, and now they're trying to fit it in. Doesn't matter. They're also doing just new, kind of doing the combiners again since the Combiner Wars 5, 6, 8 years ago, which is super exciting. I know I got a couple little green construction dudes ready to come too. Not today, but and they're doing Menasor and Superion, and like it's so exciting, so exciting. They just did a yeah. Anyway, enough about that. Oh wait, no, it was Menasor they did in Legacy, which was fantastic, and now they're doing Bruticus, which Vortex looks amazing. He's coming out soon. Anyway, Wave 2. But the main thing about this new toy line, Age of the Primes, is they're starting to release primes. And they've done it, they've put out a few over the years, but not all of them have ever been represented before. And I think it's a hell of a great marketing selling plan, because it's like you got because we love seeing them all lined up next to each other for photographs on our shelves, whatever. If we can get a little subline collection going, we do it. And it's 13 of them. So, which is super cool. So I'm bought in. I'm all in on these. I can't wait to see them all together. And I got it's not my first one. They're actually are counting one that came out in Legacy, which is cool. So I already got a head start. But I got today, we're going to open Prima Prime. And there he is. Quick little I just wanted to. So Prima is the first Transformer. Created by Primus, he was appointed the Warrior of Light and was given the legendary Starsaber sword. So this is Prima. They call it Prima Prime, which is kind of redundant. It should just be Prima. But Prima Prime, the first Transformer created by Primus himself, which is kind of like the Autobot God, who's a planet now, who turned his who. Anyway, Prima. So looks awesome. Let me thumbnail. Here we go. Get another. There we go. I don't recall this character ever being put out before. I certainly don't have him. I think he's been in comic book, and that's about it. And I understand from some things I've seen, some stills from comic books, that they did a pretty good job in his robot form anyway, of making him look like he was. And so here's that new packaging that is truly the new packaging, with the big red title there, but that's this golden stripe, Age of the Primes. And so I think that stripe is blue when it's Studio Series, but this is the new wave, gold stripe, gold lettering, the 13. And there's new symbols, and the 13 have their own little logo, and I'm still learning that too. Here's a nice artist rendering of Prima holding the big Starsaber sword with the Matrix hilt. Ooh, baby. Here's a little bit of the artwork. You can see their little icons above them. The full shot shows all 13. It's pretty cool. But this particular one has Prima right there, little statue. Really neat. And so this is what we're getting into, this little space vehicle. Pretty cool, brand new mold. It's all new. There he is with this amazing sword. You can see the matrix in his chest, like I'm sure all of these primes do have. That's just part of the gimmick. Prima Prime. Oh, yeah. Looking awesome. Another close up of the sword. Focus or not. Okay. Well, yeah. Prima Prime. Ooh, baby. Let's get him out of here. It's my transforming knife. All right. I was putting away some boxes, so I save all my boxes, and I put them in a big giant box. And I again today was appreciating the squareness of these boxes. I can just stack them so neatly, whereas Legacy had a lot of rounded stuff. Oh man, it's just appreciate the little things. So there's a little paper, nothing else in there. Just sit there, please. We got our stuff that nobody knows, and then our instruction booklet. You know, they got that nice blue there to show you what's what. Hopefully, won't need that. And there he is in his celestial background. Ooh, that blue looks nice. Well, let's free him from his non-earthly. I don't know. Yeah, really excited. We'll see it in a second. There's been a little bit of, I mean, I kind of agree too, but I wish there was maybe a little more color on him. He's very just gray, which is fine. And I know Toy Hacks has already gone to town on, no little baggie. Toy Hacks has gone to town on a sticker set that's just goes crazy with the blue. Let me put this sword together. Here we got the sword. Nope. Okay, fine. I don't think there's a right way or wrong way, but here it is with the matrix. Gosh dang, you stupid webcam. Or don't, whatever. Okay. It's got that pretty translucent blue in the middle of the matrix and the sword itself with the silver and gray. Looks amazing and ties into his accent colors. Pretty great. Yeah, let's get a close look. Yeah, that blue looks awesome. You see the little bits in his shoulders. These are neat. They're articulated and they can move around, little shoulder pads. You can have them stick out or like that, or you can tuck it back in a little more. The little hints of blue. Oops, I think I just stabbed the webcam. Come on. Focus on the nearest thing, would you? See those little hints of blue in his knees and legs? Mother. I promise. I bought this webcam. They said, "Oh, its focus ability is incredible." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." You lied to me. A little bit in the hips there, those waist. Yeah. But it's a Voyager, so it's a little bigger. A lot more parts action. Looks so good. Wow, that's awesome. Prima Prime. Gosh dang it. Whatever. Really cool. Really awesome. Vector Prime. That's the one I got it's the spaceship one. I think that's the other one I got right now. Yeah, it looks awesome. Interesting head sculpt with those ears, and I mean they're not ears, but what's going on? It's just neat, something different. Looks really good. Super cool. All the articulation you want. Not going to go through it. I feel like I just don't do that very well, and it's just annoying probably to watch me struggle through trying to show the articulation. But anyway, Prima Prime looks awesome. Not a huge backpack either. Some weird stuff going on back here, but that's, try not to ever look from the back. Not a big deal. Looks awesome. Prima Prime. All right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central for Toys with Facial Hair. That'll be awesome. That's what I know. And thanks for tuning in, watching, supporting the show, listening to the podcast, watching these videos. We appreciate it so dang much. You guys are awesome. And until next time, keep being awesome. Bye-bye.